That's boss down. That's that whole area cleared out. That's all the butterflies up till now, I think.
Hello, my only friend. I see now how scary losing someone can be. I may not be able to cry, but I hope I can comfort others now. Thank you.
Cool, okay. That's that side quest done, I think. Okay, no, he's still here. Alright. So there's something that we can do, but I don't know what it is. Alright, let's go back to the Barren Swamp Bridge and let's continue onward. I'm going to go take a potty break real quick. I will be right back. It sure is going to be interesting to play with another weapon style, I think. And honestly, it kind of has me ambitious. Because I want to see what motivity weapons are capable of. I've been playing Technique this entire time. And usually when it comes to Souls-like games or anything in the genre, I usually stick to one playstyle. So honestly, admittedly, this is going to be very, very, very different for me. That looks like a motherfucking boss fight. It is a motherfucking boss fight. Okay, we found our motherfucking boss fight. But before we go to the motherfucking boss fight, let's first go over to the gated off area that was back over here. And then I think off screen what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play around with weapon combinations and see what I would like to spend my stuff on. Gotta be a way to open this.
There must be some way to open this. Alidora would know.
Alidora would know. I don't know. I don't see any way. Before we go do the boss fight, let's go take care of that loose end. Let's go talk to Alidora one more time, and then we'll come over and take some stabs at the boss. And honestly, this has been a really, really big area. There was a ton of really good items here as well. Granted that we've already pretty much spent all of them or exhausted all their uses, we still got quite a bit of good stuff from this area. We killed the clown bozo, we got a couple quartz that we can go use that I forgot to expend last time I was at the hotel. We got some new amulets. We don't really have any new boss weapons, which is kind of unfortunate, but we did just get a new one.
You're aware?
Show that swamp monster what you're capable of. Okay, so we can't do anything with Alidora right now. So I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to use my quartz real quick and see if I can't finish off that one phase tier. So maybe we can get to phase 5 if I'm lucky. Also, I need to fuck around with the cube and figure out what's going to be good for the cube. Because I think there is one thing that builds Fable easier when you hit targets or deal damage, and that might be really beneficial going into this boss fight. Might make the difference in the clapback between being able to output some massive damage or just get some extra swings off with the speed increase. It's also that I have no idea what the fuck this boss's attack patterns are gonna be. We also have the fox and the cat to go give some cold coin fruit to, and we only have 12, but I don't know how much we need. So let's go use our quartz. Let's go back and meet with the cat and the fox girl, and then we'll go take a stab at the boss. So I'll just use this as kind of a cleanup part, I suppose, and then we'll tackle boss in the next part. Okay, the 3 amulet slots is definitely going to come in handy. I think that's the thing that I want to start working on next. So let's go for the triple amulet slot, or quadruple amulet slot. Enhanced Fable Arts attack. Yeah, you know what, now that we are using Fable Arts, this might be really handy. But let's see what else we have first before. That's perfect guard gain recovery. Fatal attack, Fable Charger. That would be really good, honestly. Getting more Fable Charge when you land a fatal attack on an enemy that's susceptible to a fatal sounds really good. And I don't really need any of that shit. I'm not really worried about any of that right now. so let's do Fatal Attack, Fatal Charger. Let's do that. That will be our ability type. And then let's go for our survival type, and we'll do, no, we'll do attack type. And we'll do Enhanced Fatal Arts attack too. We'll do that. Especially with a motivity build, if we're going to be using and utilizing Fable very frequently, I think that's for the best. Also, I have no idea what this boss is going to be weak to, but given that it's a swamp monster and there seems to be a lot of decayed corpses stuff around, I don't know what to expect. So I'm going to swatch the grindstone over to fire, and we'll try fire. And then if I plan on going back to technique, I want to use that critical grinder. But I wish you could set 2 separate types of grinder. That would be really cool. Maybe you can do that. No, because you would have to swap the grindstone to the grinder, right? Do we have any new outfits? No, we don't. Okay, it was worth a shot. Oh, you know what? We never put on that new liner. We should do that. You idiot. Why did we never do that? Because I'm dumb. Exactly. Do we have any spendable ergo? We do not. Before we go off and get ourselves killed and lose a bunch of ergo, let's see what we can buy from the jabroni. I think I have just enough for those 2 liners. And let's see if any of them are better than this one. We have pierce damage reduction rate and we have slash damage reduction. I think I'm gonna stick with strike. Strike seems to be the most loosely applicable, so what does she have to say?
The puppets.
What are the monsters doing here? What is happening to Krat? Okay. She doesn't really say anything. Righty then, let's go talk to the fox and the cat. And let's see if we can... Actually, you know what? Just in case we happen to not have enough gold coin fruit on us right now, let me just save us a potential trip and go grab some, and then we'll go talk to the fox. Cool. Now, just in case I needed 15, now we have 15, so I don't have to worry about making an extra trip back. And then we can't do anything with Geppetto yet. I don't know of any more quartz that we can get. I don't know of any mini-bosses that I skipped that we could potentially double back and go kill. I've done everything up to this point. So let's go talk to, let's see, they'd be closest to the conference room. Let's go up here and let's talk to them real fast and see if anything has changed. And take care of whatever loose ends before we go fight this boss. And then hopefully we can get this boss down within the next 20 or 25 minutes or so. And hopefully it won't be too bad. And then I can just dedicate one whole part, if need be, to that one boss fight. And now that I've swapped the grindstone to the grinder, like honestly, I'm expecting whatever boss fight that is to have another phase. So it's very possible that the first phase is weak to one thing, and the second phase might be weak to something else. But with Victor, it seemed that, like, honestly, corrosion might have been his weakness, because it seemed pretty easy to get on him before. And I think the reason that it was difficult before, when I was fighting him for my first round, is that I was using a dagger weapon, and daggers don't really have multiplicative hit effects. But something else I really want to test is with the Tyrant's Dagger, with the increase in critical attack rate. I want to see if that grinder is going to help me with that, because I might be able to do something really cool with that weapon. Because if I can make the combination with it that I made before and use that grindstone and then spam that art, it might be really, really good.
Please, the gold. We knew
Nice.
you were
Okay,
a true
cool,
friend
perfect.
and generous.
That's right. I liked you from the start, you know. Just had a feeling. If you felt otherwise, that wasn't me.
Ignore this one. When he gets
I don't want their
excited or
masks.
just feels happy, he gets chatty.
They're both
But
really
he really
cool.
is grateful. We both.
Like, I'm hoping I get his netting,
On
but I
that
can't tell
note,
if his
I
netting is
hate
part of
to
the
borrow
outfit or
your
part of the
own,
helmet,
we
but
have
I'm assuming
another
it's part of the
request from
outfit.
the alchemist to take care of, so we will be staying behind. You'll need to go on without us, so I suppose this is farewell. I won't ever forget your kindness. Here, a small token, but it's a gift from the heart. Now go.
He's tall as fuck, too. Okay, we got an emote, and we got a new record to play. Cool. Okay, let's go listen to the new record while we do our final upgradey shit and whatever else we need to do. I don't know why it wouldn't allow me to give them the gold coin fruit before, because I'm pretty sure I had that in my possession at that point. I suppose what I'll do... Actually, yeah, you know what? I know something exactly we can do while we're playing the record, so I'm not wasting your guys' time, and I don't feel like a dick for doing it. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to use my half moons yet, though, is the thing. And you know what? Now we don't have any, fuck. That kind of sucks, because we've spec'd for motivity, so this isn't really going to be a great test. But I have an idea. Let's take our Tyrant's Dagger. So grind increases critical hit chance temporarily, but we also have another dagger that does that. Pistol Rock Drill Blade. The physical attack is far less than this, admittedly, because it's not upgraded, first of all. Damage reduction rate is way better. Pulse Cell Charge is way better. The Fable Charge is way better. And the critical rate is the exact same. So, believably, I think this would still work. So we have Grind and we have Rush Swing. What is Rush Swing? Okay. Let's assemble this real quick. And then what I want to do is I want to swap my Grinder Grindstone.
I just find saving people is its own reward. I certainly don't need the money. Even strangers. Everyone deserves some help now and then. If we who live through times like this...
Sorry, I didn't know he was going to say anything important. Now I feel like an asshole for skipping over his dialogue, because I thought he was just going to say the same shit. I have to stop doing that.
Lost is why I do what I do. In a way, I envy the dead. They don't have to know what it's like to remember that they're gone.
That makes sense. Alright. So this one gives us weapon critical hit rate. About the Grand Covenant.
The Grand Covenant. You're not asking much, are you? Very well. Geppetto himself created it, and
The Grand Covenant is the concept or
made it work.
dormant conscience within puppets, right? It's what gives them autonomous identity and control, I suppose.
Have prevented anything like the puppet frenzy ever happening.
It's what gives them life and a personality.
Because we don't truly understand Ergo. At least that's my view. Sometimes Ergo-driven puppets gain what we call awakened egos. Individuality, more or less.
Yes, okay.
Which is a dangerous thing if someone's not ready to handle it.
So the Grand Covenant is the accordance of will within the Ergo, so it's utilizing the power of Ergo and the properties to be able to give puppets independent autonomy and an actual personality. So the puppets are in truth alive. So you're a special puppet because you've gained the ability to lie. You're different than any other creation before. So no other puppet has ever been able to transcend the border between what it means to be artificially human and actual humanity, but apparently we can do that.
What did he do to their consciences? However, it's a different story when a single puppet cracks the safety device of so many puppets.
Okay, so the King of Puppets found a way to manipulate it, so he was able to control them all. And that's why they weren't as aggressive when we took him out.
The frenzy after lifting the Grand Covenant. If it's the former, the King of Puppets is the culprit. If it's the latter,
I think it's the latter.
Is a means to an end.
The King of Puppets is a means to an end. It's a loose end. It was something that was utilized for short-term prospect.
I do not pretend to be
so using the King of Puppets to be able to maintain and control the chaos while things were working behind the scenes makes the most sense narratively.
You do now and your choices.
Okay. Alright, let's go play the record. Let's go do that first and foremost. Exotic, nice. It's a shorter one too, so we're not gonna be here for too long. Nice opening. I like that. Oh, it sounds beautiful. Holy shit. Alright, so let's see what our critical hit rate is right now. Decently high. Let's test our fables. That's a nice fable art. Holy shit. Oh man, okay, I like that. That's grand. Oh yeah. Okay, I can see myself getting in on some of that. How much does that take for the second fable? Only 2 bars? Holy shit. Okay, I think I just found my new favorite weapon. Holy fuck. Let's take the grinder. That is going to output some fucking ludicrous damage. That is stupid as fuck. Wait, so can we use the grinder and then do this too? No, it overrides. Okay. I had a feeling it might override, but I wanted to check just to see. Okay, granted that it's a 2-hand, the attack is way slower, but given that you can utilize very liberally the 2 different Fable Arts and have it only take up fucking 2 slots for your grander ability, and to have it build up that much damage with that much of a critical rate, that's gonna be fucking insane. I can't wait to test that out when I go back to a technique build. That's gonna be so stupid. Okay, you know what? Actually, just in case it doesn't work out, I know what I want to use my stones on. Oh, but we don't have any fucking money to spend. God damn it. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you what. We'll do it off screen. I'll build the weapon up and then we'll come give it a play around. After we fuck up this next boss. Let's see what we can do with our Legion arms, I suppose. Okay, let's see. Our final Legion arm. We can get the Falcon Eyes. But we don't have a Legion plug. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. But we can modify, so we can do that. Modification is complete for the puppet string, so we can't do anything more there. Luminous, I don't really care about right now. Flamberger, I don't really give a shit about either, but in the event that this boss is weak to fire, this might be a good move. Especially if we're using it for a prolonged period of time. Deus Ex Machina would be really good. Increases enemy detection, increases the maximum number of installations. But we only have 2 calibers that we can use. Pandemonium I'm not really that interested in, and I do want to give the Aegis another shot, but maybe later. So let's go with the Deus Ex right now. And let's use our other caliber on the Wave of Fire. Let's do that. We'll get more calibers, certainly. Okay, our springs are reacting, so that means that we listen to the record up. Perfect. Alright, I suppose it's boss time. I don't really think we have anything else to do. I do have to swap the grindstone to the grinder again before I forget. Let's do that. And then pushstone, I don't know if I used it. I did use it. And then we're gonna have to upgrade the fuck out of our cube too, so we can start utilizing the cube more, but we're gonna have to use a quartz to do that. And I don't know if I want to do that right now. So let's go back to the Barren Swamp Bridge and let's see if we can take out this boss. Have about a good maybe 20-25 minutes to do it, and if we don't get it, we'll certainly get it next stream, and I'm not really all that worried. Still honestly kind of taken aback that we got Victor on the first shot.